My name is Aaron, for people who haven't met me or been to one of my classes yet. I'm a black belt from Canada. I've been training for about 10 years, and I've been coming to camps for about three and a half years now. One of the great things about coming to camp is you get to experience other instructors and other kind of styles of teaching. And one of the newer kind of styles that's kind of become prevalent and popular is like an ecological games-based approach to teaching, which takes the teaching part maybe a little bit out of the equation and replaces it with coaching. So we let the students solve the problem and we help them, but we let them solve it in their own way. So there's always more than one way to solve a problem. Me demonstrating a move would be akin to giving you a test and providing you with the answer and then expecting you to memorize it and then give it back to me. And if you're not good at memorizing, like but if I give you a problem and in your own creative way, you solve it, and maybe it's something I don't even know, I've never seen, and it works, it's great, right? So what we're gonna try to do today is build more confidence in straight leg lock defense, and just kind of using the concepts throughout this hour, and you can maybe apply them to your own training and use them in different positions, different problems, different things that you struggle with at your own gym. And it's gonna really play off of, if anyone was here for Charles's class yesterday, it might kind of follow a similar vein, but I'm gonna add a little bit of danger to it. So does anyone wanna get ankle locked? Straight ankle locked. And if you say no, you're all gonna get straight ankle locked today. So do I have a volunteer to help me demonstrate just a simple straight ankle lock? Perfect. So there'll be some constraints and I'll be very strict about them. So when I'm demonstrating, the only thing I do I do the ankle lock. So he has one job right now, and it's to tap. So when something doesn't feel good, he's tapping right now. When something doesn't feel good to you, and whether or not it hurts or not, you're just gonna tap, all right? What I want this person to do is be able to provide them with an element of danger, urgency. I don't need this to be faked. I need this to feel somewhat real for him so that he knows what to do. So what I want everyone to do when they're getting their ankle lock, I don't care how you wrap it up. Like, you just hold the foot beside you. It's gonna be on the same side. We're not doing a cross body. This is not a cross body. We're not doing that yet. We're gonna keep this on the same side. I don't really care the orientation of your feet. All I want you to do are two things. One, we're both going to face the leg that I'm attacking. And two, all I'm gonna do is think about having his big toe in my armpit and his ankle bone on my ribs. I can feel it, right? So I'm not up here, I'm way down here at the end of the lever. Again, I don't really care, I don't care how you hold your hands. It's up to you. I'm just gonna pinch. There's a pop there. And slowly, you're simply just going to apply pressure. Oh my God, pressure until your partner taps. Some people will tap soon, other people will tap late. Don't be discouraged. The job isn't for you to get a tap. The job is for you to provide them with an element of realism and danger. That's it. That's gonna be the first part. It's to kind of primer and set everyone up. So again, you're gonna start, and you can go back and forth, make sure you're both confident in your ability. You're just gonna reach back, grab that big toe in your armpit, wrap around. You're both gonna fall to the side. You're gonna scoot in, pinch your knees around the thigh. And all you're gonna do while you remain on your side is hold the grip and start arching back.
Almost big sounds.
Get with a partner, preferably your size and maybe skill, but more so your size, and rep that out back and forth, please, okay? No clap, let's go. Again, not getting a tap, please. Let me know. So now that we've established like a good partner, this partner's going to, that's their only job, is to hold on in a way that makes the defender feel somewhat threatened. This isn't just like hold on to the leg and then we're gonna play a game of separate the feet. No, we need that element of danger, right? So he's gonna do the same thing to me now. And I did go around and correct one little thing that everyone was doing. So he's gonna fall asleep. Some people were just like, you're like this. I'm not just gonna sit here like this. Like I would hope that I could, but usually this would be considered right away. It feels so much worse. This is worst case. This is the worst case scenario. I'm on my side. He's on his side. He's got a nice grip on my foot. When he goes to finish, it's right there. It should be like right there, right? So the first job is what you're gonna do is you're gonna do normal kind of, I call it normal, it's traditional, it's like ashy. This foot is gonna be hooked inside the thigh. This foot here, no, and this is gonna be wrapped around and on, yes, just like that. So bottom leg, foot is on the hip, inside leg hooked under the thigh. And he's gonna be pinching his knees. Just right here. I just wanna constrain this person. This is the only thing that I'm gonna make this attacker do is keep their legs like this. Now, first game, my only job is to stand up and put my foot on the mat while he's trying to submit me, okay? So if this person keeps getting repeated taps too fast, he's going too hard. So he needs to ease off the game a little bit. There we go. He's like easing out just a little bit. And you can play around with it. I'm gonna give you a few minutes each. You don't switch until I tell you. So I'll say go, and he will slowly start to finish an ankle lock. So go. And I didn't make it up. He got me before I had a chance to stand up. We like reset, but I know I have to be on my side. I can't be sitting up like this. I'm down here like this. We look at each other like, are you ready? Go. And then I'm like, and 1, 2, 3. I made it up. I made it up. We come back down. I want there to be some sort of repping. This person, they're only holding on. Like Charles did. You're holding on to the ankle. You're keeping the feet on the hips. But he has the added goal of making me tap. Okay? I want there to be fear in here. Okay? A little bit of pain, a little discomfort. I say go. He starts to go. I almost made it up, but not quite. So I have to figure out what can I do? What problem? How can I solve it on my own? I'm not going to show you. All right. Get with your partner. Get just like this, and then I'll tell you when to go. Do not start submitting until I say go. All right. Let's go. All the way to your side. On your side. Now this might be the part of a traditional class where the instructor will be like, who here have problems? And then I show you the answer again. You forgot the answer that I showed you. I'm gonna do it slightly differently. Who here, as they were attacking, had a partner that was like excellent in just standing up? Can you put up your hand, please? Who is excellent at standing up? Can you and your partner come here, please? I'm not teaching anything today. They're gonna teach you now. Just do what you did, all right? Right here, right here.
No, I said you were good at spinning.
He called you out, so you have to do it now.
You ready? Yeah.
Go. Beautiful. Okay, you one more. Start on your side. Go. Yes. Beautiful. All right, awesome. Everyone give them a, good job. Perfect. Thank you. All right. The person standing up did two things. So people who struggled, maybe you want to remember these two things. One, they got their, I call it like the shoelaces, part of your foot, the top of your foot. They got that under them. They got up to their knee. Two, as they were doing it, so if I'm here and I shoelace, they looked away from their partner. They were looking away. They did not look in, okay? So that's gonna come into play for the next stage of this. So I can stand up. We're still doing that first, you want to call it game. So we're gonna be on our side. He's got the leg position. Now let's just say this is not gonna happen in real life, but I achieve the goal of standing up, okay? So lace is in, I look away and I stand up. He just does a simple sweep, and I'm back down, right? Finish. I lost. So now the game is now a compound game. I have to stand up and I have to stay standing. And we can agree maybe 5 to 10 seconds, I've stayed standing. He's struggling to get me down, we can reset. But if he can immediately knock me back down, I didn't really win. Like, I'm still in danger here. And I've fallen all the way down. I'm back on my side. He's in a prime position to finish the original ankle lock. All right. So again, I'm gonna say go. If you shoelaces, look away. But if I'm too lazy, this person will simply hip up and out, and I will fall back down. Okay. Then I have to keep standing up. Their job is to finish the ankle lock. All right. Ow. Okay. What I want you to do is figure out ways. Once you're standing, you can use your hands, like me as a defender, to loosen the grip that he has on my hip. So if we were in Charles's class, he has control of the one end of the lever and this end. I'm allowing you to touch this end, okay, to help you stay standing. So it looks something like this. I swing up, I look away, and I can like start doing something like this. It makes it harder for him to sweep me. All right. That's the only kind of added benefit I'm going to give you. Get back with your partner. Start on your side, please. Now, this is a part of the class where you've all learned, hopefully, when I say, do we have any volunteers? And nobody puts their hand up. Did anyone have a partner that was able to just effortlessly stand up and stay up and you couldn't get them back then? They had really good base. Okay, well, let's see it. Let's see how, I want to see his base. Let's go. Right here. I'm not teaching. This is like teaching class ever.
Aber dann sieht man es noch da.
Stop on your side. There we go. Beautiful. All right, thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? Anyone else? Over here? Can we show? That's what I just want to see. Both of you, let's go. Keep three into the fire. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Bobby.
On your side.
Yeah.
Yep. So you're gonna stand up.
Oh.
Hey. Beautiful. Awesome. Perfect. All right. Thank you. Thank you. Round of applause for them both. All right. So those hands on the legs really helped. So standing up should be your initial panicked kind of reflex now. Like this doesn't feel right. I got to stand up. But when I'm up, my hands have to have been engaged the whole time. I just can't be like waving to the crowd as I'm standing up. I know sometimes you might need them to base off the mat, but they should be somewhat involved in the process before you're even up. So what I like to think about doing is the importance of each leg. It might not seem like people say, get the foot off your hip, which is true. Like, you don't want this on your hip. This is bad, right? If he's controlling my hip and my ankle, it's going to be a bad day. So you always see this like defensive, like blocking the foot and hopping over. And now I feel somewhat safer. Somewhat safer. Not totally safe. So I can be addressing this as I stand up because, can we turn the other way around? So you're not going to face the camera. I have to face the camera. I'm the star. Go that way. I'm the star. There we go. So as I shoelace, and this hand I need to base, but this hand I can already be like shedding as I'm standing up, which means that this foot is the only one now that I need to be worried about. I'm still kind of defending this one from getting off my hip, but I'm pushing this one down. If I get this one off and it doesn't hook my leg, I have good base now. I think I can stay up. Versus if he even hooks this one, I'm like, oh, oh. But if I stay here and I'm not facing, like, no eye contact. You do not look them in the eye. It's the unwritten rule of rolling, right? You never look your opponent in the eye. You're just like, don't look, all right? So I'm here, okay? So again, you can start on his side. We're gonna do this, we're do this again. I saw a lot of people struggling to get the person back down, which is great. I want everyone to be able to stay up, okay? So, shoelaces in. look away. As I stand up, I'm already touching this foot and I'm pushing on it. Push, and then immediately pushing this one down. So 1, 2, look away. You just get back with our partners. We'll do a quick one back and forth. Let's go. So we're at the midway point. So it's kind of like, there'll be a transition to a slightly different position that I touched on at the beginning. Before we do that, I already had one person say like they were just like, does anyone have any like glaring questions or concerns before we like just move on just ever so slightly? It's not a big change, like trust me. All right, so I'm going to ankle lock you, thankfully. Not that it's gonna do anything, except maybe make some pops and cracks. Over here. He's gonna be on his side. Holding on, so I watch a lot of, there's holding on. You're like if this person's got good base, I've given them a lot of good skills, I need to empower this person now just a little bit, right? So I'm gonna have you do 2 things as this person is standing up. And it might take some practice because this is like a dynamic engagement you're having with this person. They're not just gonna sit here and let you do this, but it's 2 simple things. 1, this foot on the inside is just gonna come on the outside.
Oh.
I'm just stepping on my own foot. So it comes from underneath and very careful. I'm just bringing it out and on top of my foot. So I have my feet together, knees pinched. The other thing I'm going to do, again, as they're standing up, is this free hand, I'm gonna slap myself in the belly. I'm gonna slide it under his leg and arch my back and bring his foot across my body. That's it, all right? Now, it just creates, him driving into me won't be his only solution. I saw a lot of driving in and rocking back. That's not gonna be the only thing he can do. There's a lot of inward pressure on his knee. I'm keeping my knees pinched. My hips are up. My chest is I'm like proud of this. I'm proud. I simply just kind of start like arching my back, being proud of this. And it's creating some tension on his shin and it's creating a little bit of tension here. Even I wrap it up and all I think about doing is toes up his bum. Like I see where his toes are. I know where his bum is. And I'm not looking at him still. You can't look because this is weird if you look. And I'm just like, this one's gonna hurt more. This is more pain, less threat of injury, but more pain. It's gonna hurt right here, okay? So again, we're gonna start at the beginning. We're both on our side. This person, as they go to stand up, I take my foot out and I try, but he was too quick, so keep, no, go. No, you're standing up. Yeah, and I couldn't do it, right? Come back. If this person keeps standing up and I'm not able to accomplish both of those goals, you do one of 2 things. Start with your feet on the outside, which this might be the case for like a lot of you. If you're not used to this, you'll start with your feet on the outside. You look at each other and you're like, okay, go. And you got it on the other side. Now it's this weird, like awkward, we're both sitting here. This 50-50 kind of weird battle, right? But this is where you kind of want to end up as the attacker. Defender still wants to stand up. And he looked away and he went up, right? But it's so much harder if I get the leg across my body and I have my feet on the outside. We clear? All right, let's get back with our partners, please. You're just standing up. That's it. Help your attacking partner though. Like if they're struggling to keep you. All right, we're on our sides. How did that feel? Was that harder for the attacker to like be doing that move? It's good. Like it's the things that they have to do to keep you down should be hard if you're just you have a singular goal. Is just I need to roll them onto their back and put pressure on them and onto my foot. Okay? So let's kind of like go midway, so we can kind of give you a better experience in being in that position. I kind of consider that crossbody or 50-50 like a close guard. So if you have me in close guard, this is a classic, you have me in close guard. Yep. So this is a classic beginner thing that happens all the time in my gym. I'm kind of stuck here and I invariably will see this kind of motion of like, I'm going to go forward and somehow this is going to help me. I'm either gonna post up or try to choke, or I'm gonna break his arm. Yeah, that's a good idea. It's not a good idea. We all know, like me going forward and staying there, having my hands cross the midpoint, the belly button kind of belt line of his body, bad. I need to get back. Like I need to break this open, stand up, and escape. He's got free reign to do whatever he wants from here, right? So this position that we're ending up in is very similar to this. I want you to remember it in the same way. So if we go back out into 50-50. So we're here now. It's not, it's not the worst thing in the world, but I don't want to be like driving into them, because then it becomes this weird like strength battle. What I really want to focus on is looking away. So if he's got the advantage, so let's say you want to be in a good position here. He's here, right? But if I start looking away, it becomes slightly safer for me, right? By the same token, if we sit back up and we're sitting here, if I like rock my hip and really like look away, I'm looking away, where are my feet? They're on the mat, right? Where are his feet? They're right here. They're in like this weird danger zone, right? I realize there's other things that can be done here. There's heel hooks and stuff. If he simply just kind of flares his knee, he exposes my heel, it's like game over, right? We'll cover that, right? But for now, I really want you all to focus on this looking away, right? Because it's the same thing as we just did in the first set of drills. I'm not looking. As far away as I can look is where I want to go. I still want my shoelaces on the mat, and I want to be here. I want to start, so we're going to start here. We're going to start sitting up, and the goal is to get completely out of this position. So again, I'm not going to tell you how to do it. I just don't want you to do anything that's involving going forward until you've disengaged the legs off of your head, okay? That's it. You need to get out of here, escape this position. So the only tip I'm giving you, hint, hint, is it involves looking away and being away from them, not driving. If I drive into him and load my hips onto his hips, and things start to go bad, okay? Immediately, I'm loading myself onto him. It's going to end up bad for you. So for a few minutes now, you're going to start here. Not only is your goal to stand up, but it's to escape and get out of this, okay? Let's go. Keep going. Just standing and disengaging. We're gonna do one more thing. Your brains are kind of like my classes that I teach at back my home club. Everyone kind of gets to a limit. Like I can see the information kind of filling up their body, and some people fill up really fast and they're up here already. Like, okay, there's no more. No more is getting in. Just stop. That's totally fine. All right. If you're there, just keep focusing on what we've done. All right. We're just doing the one more thing that was similar to the straight the same side ankle lock, where I'm not just going to be in the position. So we're going to be in 50-50. But I am going to have a nice juicy wrap around the foot. I'm going to be scooted in, and I'm going to be looking away. Shockingly enough, when I look away, I'm in a great position. I'm not looking at him, but I can guess he's looking at me. Right? Is he? Is he looking at me? If he is, it's bad news for him. But it's weird. The moment I look at him, oh no, I lose position, and he can look away from me. Like he can look away from me. Now I'm looking at him. I don't want to look at him. I want to look away from him. So that's a battle you're going to have with your partner when you get in this position. Is just look away. You'll be fine. All right. One other thing I saw in the room, people like, but I can just do this. Like they started attacking as like the defender. He was actually doing. He started, but I can just heel hook. It's like, yes, that wasn't the game. So if you want to start doing more drills like this, really adhere to the constraints. We could do ones as simple as I can't use my right hand. I can only use my legs and my post. I cannot use my hand. Really constrain yourself to focus on the one thing you should be thinking about, not looking at your opponent. All right? So we're doing it again quickly. The only difference is I get to have like as tight a grip as I want. They have to stand up and disengage. Okay? So here's a little hint. So if you do it, so we're gonna have to switch. You have to do it to me, or just kind of rotate. Like like this, and he's 50. Yep. So here's a little hint. Just like the first one, if I kick in and I come up here, if you're having problems with dealing with these legs, like I don't know what to do with my hands, that's a common thing. What do I do with my hands? Remember how the attacker earlier had to like slap themselves in the belly and like swim the foot around? I have to do the same thing, slap and swim the feet in front of me. I have to get underneath the feet. That's my only tip for you to disengage, all right? Let's get back with our partners quickly. We'll do one more back and forth. Let's go. So again, I didn't teach anything really. I kind of cheated. I kind of gave you tips. That doesn't count, does it? I don't know. You're gonna find a new partner, someone you haven't trained with yet, and you're gonna assume that original position. Straight ankle lock on the same side, foot positioning, foot under hip, foot on top of hip, and a nice good grip on their foot. You feel their big toe in your pit and their ankle bone in your ribs. And I'll say go. But a new partner, your only job is to stand up. Bottom partner, do whatever you can to keep them down or knock them back down. But that's your only goal. Keep them in the position. And if you want to, make them tap. Okay? That's the added bonus. New partner, let's go. Someone new.
Very simple.
So I want to thank you for coming. This is kind of a challenging class to teach because I'm kind of cheating and trying to it's almost like a Trojan horse, giving you kind of the principles and ideas to apply them to different positions and really showing you that it doesn't need to be all about just, get the sweep, get the pass, get the fake points that don't mean anything. Can't do anything with these points. I don't know why you're going for points. It's the simple goals you can achieve during your rounds that you don't feel so panicked. If you're not used to straight ankle locks and you're always finding yourself tapping, really distilling down your goal to one thing really helps you stay calm. You just have one thing to do is just get my foot to the floor, stand up, look away, all right? If we can get a photo against the wall, it would really mean a lot to me, but thank you all for coming.